What's up, all my inspirational tea sippers? This is Shantara, and welcome back to my channel, you guys. I pray that you are well, doing amazing, feeling amazing, holding on to hope and faith. I am here in Texas, Dallas, Texas, you guys. I know that everybody is watching the news and you seeing it, everything that is going on, you guys. And I just wanted to say that me and my family, me and the kids, we are we are well. We are well. We are well. I just wanted to kind of like come and talk to you guys for a minute and share maybe like some things that I have been feeling and experiencing. Um I feel so fortunate. I feel unworthy. I feel humbled. I feel blessed. I feel you guys. This last past week has been absolute. The last few days has been absolutely devastating. Absolutely devastating. I am having a really hard time with just. I've never celebrated to sit here and have everybody else seemingly around me power out, busted pipes, freezing to death, dying, trying to keep warm. I just feel so unworthy to be right here in this moment with heat, water, no busted pipes, food. It's really, really hard to watch comments, hear people talk and speak on something that you have no idea about, you guys. People are dying. People have died literally freezing to death. You have the homeless freezing to death. Literally freezing to death. Frozen dead bodies. And not only that, you guys, dealing with this whole separation. I am on a spiritual journey as far as like transformation, spiritual ascension, you guys, and just growing. And I it's so hard for me to celebrate because there are so many people who are really having a hard time. And it's just, I've always had that problem. Like, I've never given myself a birthday party. I've never even had a birthday party. It took my cousin Takia and Nicole to give me a baby shower with my son TJ. I've never given myself a baby shower, never had a birthday party. It's just, it's really hard for me. It's always been hard for me to celebrate when other people may not have it. My hair is falling out. My daughter put these braids in my hair, all in the middle. All of it is pretty much. I am mentally trying to keep it all together. I feel the weight of the world. I feel it so very, very heavily with so many people committing suicide at this time. people making comments about that. It's never okay to commit suicide. It's never okay. You know, you're hurting family. You're hurting. I mean, you guys, if you only knew what it was like to really literally deal with mental issues, to deal with depression, to deal with, you know, seasons of uncertainty, especially nowadays, right now in the times that we're living in with the Lord coming back. I mean, what do you expect from someone who's already mentally sick? What do you expect from someone who's already going through so much? What do you expect? You know what I mean? And you hear all these different stories or different scenarios. Oh, where if you were a Christian, or if you were hanging on to God, and you have to have God in your life. And I'm sitting here at one of those people, and I'm thinking, I have God. I love God. I believe in what the Word says. I believe. I have faith. I hold on to hope and faith every single day, but yet I struggle mentally. I deal with the weight of the world. All that is going on right now is so heavy. It's hard to stay focused. It's hard to celebrate. It's hard to be thankful. It was so hard. I made one post about my daughter overcoming COVID, but it was so hard, and you battle with posting and celebrating because my sister died of COVID. You know what I mean? Her husband made it, she didn't. And it's just like, you don't want the kids to feel a certain way, or you don't want other people to look at you in a certain way, or think that you're boasting and have them feel like God didn't favor them over you. And it's just my thoughts of compassion and my thoughts of being considerate in such a time like this, you guys. But we went one day without power, and that was the day before the storm hit. Something happened with my power lines, and we didn't have power for the day. And then the next day, I forgot to get up and turn on the water to have it running, and we went one day without water. The pipes froze in the kitchen, and we went one day without water in the kitchen. But we were literally snowed in. My daughter was stranded across the way because she had went to a birthday party that day before everything just kind of like happened. So she was stuck over at a friend's house for a couple of days. And when I was able to get, it was only like a mile and a half, but the moment I was able to go and get her, I went and picked her up, and we've pretty much been snowed inside ever since. But you guys, it's not funny. It's not. I mean, I get like the funny memes and things like that to kind of keep your energy, but I mean, the comments about, oh, well, we should have prepared better, and we should have had this, and we should have had backup this, and we should. I mean, we're making history right now. We're making history right now. You don't prepare for history. You don't prepare for. You can't prepare for. You can't. You can't. You literally cannot. Imagine your car not being able to start anymore. Imagine so much snow, thick, piled up to the point to where you cannot even get out of your house. Degrees in your house is dropping so low every day, without power, without food, without water. How do you prepare for something like that? How do you prepare? There is no preparation, you guys. There is no preparation. It's just like every other historic event that has happened in this world. You can't prepare for it. It's not funny. People are dying. People are committing suicide. Right now is the time to gather together, to have compassion, to love on one another, to build each other up, and to stand in the gap. Stand in the gap. Yes, I get humor. Humor is the way that me and the kids have been getting through a lot of this. But when you hear negative comments, or, oh, I bet you those who moved from California to relocate to Texas, I bet you y'all asses is regretting it now. Actually, I'm not. There's no way I'd go back to California. Unless the Lord told me so, there's nothing in California besides my sisters and my nieces and nephews. There's nothing in California that I would want or desire at this moment. You know? or y'all should have prepared, or y'all just crying and it's not that bad and it's not that. Well, guess what? It is. And so for me, watching all of this stuff and watching all of the power outages all around me and my house literally being untouched, it's such a feeling of unworthiness, and it's such a feeling of humbleness, and it's such a feeling of you have to get your hair washed. He knows what's going on. Tell everybody hi. Say we're fine, guys. I'm showing y'all what he watching. And it's just such a feeling of humbleness, and God knows. Okay, go back in there, baby. God knows he just had to come in here and tell y'all how. Y'all know he loved y'all so much. Um, it's just a lot. I am trying to. I mean, I have videos in mind. I have some things I want to do. Updated hygiene routine, makeup. I want to teach y'all some things that I don't. But you guys, it is so hard to continue and to press on in the state that we're in. It's really really hard. I'm still being um spiritually tied and entangled to my separation, and I'm still feeling the weight of that, and still feeling the weight of, trying to rebuild the relationship between me and my daughter, just trying to do the best that I can. And it's just emotionally, it's a lot. And I have been, you know, affected deeply. Have been affected deeply. Am affected deeply. Um, more than I think, more than I could really understand. So, I'm taking it day by day. I'm literally taking it day by day, as I'm pretty sure a lot of other people are, you guys. But I have to get to a point to where I can praise God, give God thanks, and give him glory, praise, and honor for who he is in my life. Like, there is no shame in being blessed. There's no shame in being favored. There's no shame in celebrating. There's no shame in him keeping his word and keeping his promises. God has truly kept his promises to me. And you guys, if you watch my stories, if you watch, out of all the things I've done, out of all the mistakes, God has truly kept his promises. And I've made a lot of changes. I've told you guys told you guys about a lot of changes that I've made, and a lot of changes that I am making and pressing forward in my life, and just maintaining, God's blessing and favor over my life. But it's really hard. And I am really, I believe that God is calling me to fast again. And so I am going to be starting that. I had something small for breakfast, but I am going to be fasting just to kind of help with my whole mental state. You guys, I deal with and I struggle with depression, anxiety. I never dealt with anxiety until after I had my son and with dealing with all of his health issues. I never dealt with anxiety. So I deal with anxiety now, and it's just a thorn in my side. My energy level is really, really low, and the weight of the world is on me so heavy. So heavy. I feel everything. I feel everything. We are tired. We are tired. It's not just me, but we are tired. We're tired as a nation. We're tired as a people. We're tired. We are tired. We're tired. But in all of that, and I can say whatever, but in all of that, God is still good. He is talking. God is speaking. At this point, to me, I feel like He is yelling. He is calling me to greater heights. There's a greater purpose on my life. And I am just so thankful and grateful to God that me and the kids are untouched. It's just me and the kids here. So I wouldn't even know what to do if I would have called the police and be like, can you come take us to a warming center? Because I don't know, you know, being married for so long and I've never had to do anything. I've never had to put gas in the car. I've never had to change a tire. I've never had to do brakes. I've never had to, you know, in that aspect, I've never had to do any of that besides take care of the house and run the house as far as, you know, being a woman and taking care of those things. So I really wouldn't know what to do in that aspect. I wouldn't. There's still at least all the Christmas stuff still in the garage in boxes because I don't know how to put anything together. So I'm just so grateful, and I believe God is calling me to learn how to still give Him thanks, learn how to still give Him praise, honor, and glory through it all. Through it all. Your story may not be my story, and just because He didn't do things the way He's doing things for me, or just because, you know, He favored me here and favored me there, does not mean that the favor of God is not over your life. It still does not, but it still does not take away the fact that God is still blessing. It still does not take away the fact that God is still good. It still does not take away the fact that God is still a healer. What we are going through still does not take away the fact that we serve an amazing God. What we're going through and experiencing right now as a nation still does not take away the fact that God will make your crooked path straight. It does not take away the fact that He is still who He said He is today, tomorrow, and forevermore. It does not take away that fact. It does not take away the fact that we serve an amazing God despite what we go through. We serve an amazing God. We serve an amazing God. He is true to His word. He is the perfect gentleman. And I believe He is calling me to celebrate and rejoice and tell my story and tell a testimony that despite what you've been through, despite what you've gone through, despite the choices that you made, abortions, sleeping around, I mean, come on. I have no reason to hide or lie about my testimony or about the things that I've done. I've done some things that I am not proud of, but through it all, the heart of man is what means the most. Your heart, your heart, your heart, the intentions, the motives, your heart. So I'm kind of babbling on at this point. I'm gonna learn. I am learning. It's just very uncomfortable to learn how to, TJ, turn that down, to learn how to celebrate and to give God thanks and praise when other people around you may not be experiencing the same thing. But at the end of the day, we all have something to be thankful for. At the end of the day, we all should still be giving God praise, glory, and honor despite what we go through. There's still something always something to be thankful for. There's still always something to be grateful for. And if we can reach down inside of us and understand that God is with us, He's never leave us, He's never left us, nor has He forsaken us. And He's using every single thing that we are going through for Him to be glorified. You just have to stay strong. You have to stay in it. You have to stay prayerful. You have to fast. You have to pray. You have to continue to seek God to find out what He's doing in your life. He has a greater purpose for us, you guys. And I am on that journey, and it's not easy. It is not easy for one single second. But I will continue to press through as long as there's breath in my body. I will continue to seek His face. I will continue to, walk with Him as I figure this thing out. Because I know thieves do not break into an empty house. Until the next time, inspire, be inspired. I love you guys. God bless you.